loves, Send out here coming at you with another video. I know you guys have probably noticed that I've been like in this shirt in the last couple videos, but your girl ain't wearing the same thing over and over again. I'm just kidding. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get your feet wet and hit the pavement running as it pertains to the hair industry. And if you are interested in figuring that out, then make sure you keep watching. Today, one thing I really wanted to do is talk to you guys a little bit more about getting started in the hair industry or any business that you are trying to start in general now. I think one of the biggest mistakes that we make is comparing ourselves to the things that we see on social media. So many times we see other people and we'll look at maybe their page on Instagram or their page or their channel here on YouTube, and we try to make a guesstimate on what we think they did to get to the place that they are at this moment. But the reality of it is that you have no idea what that person went through to get to where they are. And I think a perfect example of that is what I share with you guys about how I got started in the field of cosmetology. Now, I gave you guys like emotional part and the backstory of the things that I had to overcome while I was doing the things that I am about to tell you about right now. First, break into the hair industry in general. Like I told you guys before, 5 things that they do not want you to know in the field of cosmetology. I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the description box below. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch that video, and you can download my free checklist so you can have those tools like in your hand 24/7. So in general, starting off, what I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to start off telling you what I did, and then I'm going to tell you what I wish I would have done, because I would have skipped so many years of the same stuff. So anyway, like I told you guys in the previous video, you know, I started off at a regular booth salon. I worked there for about the first couple of months of my career, and then after that, I kind of changed my mind and decided to shift gears. Now, I'm going to leave that link, I'm going to leave that story in the description box below, because I don't want this video to be extremely long. First things first, like I said, so first things first, you need to brand yourself. You need to figure out what about you is different from all of the other hairstylists that are out here, because the reality of the situation is there are hundreds and thousands of women graduating from cosmetology school every single year. Okay, every single year. So just like here on YouTube right now, you know, you guys are on my channel right now, but there could be somebody else that's 10 times better than me with the round brush that comes out next week. And I mean, you guys love me, I hope, and you'll still be here. However, the industry is constantly evolving, so you have to constantly be educating yourself. First things first, when you are breaking into this industry, don't take advice from anybody that is not on a level that you aspire to be on. If the hairstylist that you are taking advice to don't make at least $100,000 a year, or whatever your goal is, let's say your goal is $60,000 a year, $50,000, whatever your goal is, if they do not make whatever your goal is every year, if they have not accomplished any of your goals whatsoever, why in the hell are you going to listen to them? That's people's first mistake. You get online and you see all of these people making these different YouTube videos and things of that nature, and then you want to instantly listen to everybody because people are really good at wording things. People have the gift of gab, so you naturally believe what they have to say about their craft before they can show you, before they actually show you the logistics of what they're saying. What I mean by somebody showing you the logistics of everything, what I mean is, like, can they put their money where their mouth is? Like, if they're telling you this is how you grow a successful business, do they have a successful business? Tell you, okay, this is how you make $100,000 in a year. Did they just make $100,000 that year? Or was it a continuous thing? Is it continuing to grow every year? That's what you need to pay attention to. Step 1, don't take advice from nobody who doesn't know what they're talking about. 2, you need to figure out which part of the industry you fit into. Once you figure out which part of the industry you fit into, you can maximize okay? And I taught you guys that and things that they don't want to tell you in the hair industry. So once again, make sure you download that right now. I got into a hair salon. The first thing you guys need to do is put yourself everywhere. Like, how do you expect for people to book you and want to, you know, want to give you their hard-earned money that they want to work for, you know, if you don't present them with something that's amazing? Now, let me say this. I give homage to and I take my hat off to hairstylists that came before us, like 2, 3, 4 generations back. They didn't have social media. They didn't have all of those things that, you know, made it so they can put their work out there so people overseas and all around the world can see it. All they had was word of mouth. But you do not have an excuse. You have no excuse whatsoever. Like, there are people who are watching this video or have viewers like in the UK, in Ghana, like all over the world. You don't have an excuse. And I have so many people like asking me questions like saying, how do I take my business to the next level? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I take my business to the next level? How do I build a brand? How do I make it so people know me and they know who I am? But then when I tell you guys, okay, you have to invest in yourself, educate yourself, and things of that nature, then people look at me like I'm crazy. They don't want to spend the money. But I'll use myself for an example. Like, I told you guys my story of Instagram already and all of that. So when I decided to maximize on YouTube, I decided that it's not so much like people, you guys think that you could just really think that you could just set your camera up, record a video, edit it, make it super cute, post it, and then you're gonna get stupid views. That's not how this works, okay? Like, there's so many greats that are here on YouTube. Every once in a while, somebody gets a video that goes viral because they do something either amazing or amazingly stupid or amazingly bad or whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, if you want to maximize growth and you want people to see you, you need to learn the platform that you are on. So with Instagram, the previous platform, well, the way that they ran Instagram previously, I had mastered. Okay, so I understood Instagram completely. The times of the day to post, the times of the day not to post, the types of whether or not my followers or my fan base or whatever you want to call them. I don't really like the word fan, but you know, the people that were following me, I'm like, okay, I know what they like. I know where they come from. I know how to get followers. You know, was not paying for them, even though people think that, whatever. People think I pay for, I actually heard that comment on here before. Anyway, you know, I knew how to get the type of engagement that I wanted. But once my Instagram got disabled, and I already told y'all that story, once again, link in the description box below. Once my Instagram was disabled and 145,000 followers, honestly, the whole new way that Instagram was set up, now that it's owned by Facebook, even though, you know, Facebook bought it in 2012, I'm not going to say that I don't like Instagram. I love Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, girl. The thing is, I just decided that at that time, I could either learn YouTube's algorithm or I can learn Instagram's algorithm. And Instagram ain't never did me, I mean, YouTube has never did me dirty and disabled my page before, but Instagram did. So at the time, I picked YouTube. So I sat down and I learned my analytics. I'm gonna show you guys my YouTube really quick. So click the little picture of yourself or whatever picture you have there in the top right hand corner, then go down to Creator Studio, and then once you get to Creator Studio, head over to analytics. Once you click on your analytics, you can see all of this information here. And then here, what you will see, I get a list of my videos that do best, which videos are making me the most money, which videos are getting the most engagement, what the best time of day to post is, and all of those things. And I also bury myself in information. For example, like oh my God, my favorite YouTube channel is Think Media. Think Media has literally, I want to say, oh, his name's Sean Kennel, I think. Oh, I suck. But his page is so amazing. I literally watch at least one of his videos every day, just learning the, you know, just learning the way that YouTube works all together, like with the tags, how to maximize on the tags, the comments. Like, it's so much that goes into having a successful YouTube channel. A lot of you guys see people that have a shitload of followers or a shitload of subscribers, and you're like, oh my God, what are they doing? Are they getting lucky? No, nobody's getting lucky. I am not getting lucky. Like, I work non-stop. People are like, oh my God, Sin, you work too much. You need to go out. You need to do this. No, I don't. I'll party and I'll club and stuff when I don't really want to use the word lately. So I'm very, very, very into meditation and affirmations and different things of that nature. And one thing that I feel like is the most enabling for hairstylists is fear. And I told you guys this before on the community page. Fear is just a feeling. I overcome it and then I move forward. And if you know anything about the Bible, if you love God at all, or just in general, like, the spirit of fear or fear is not a normal emotion. It's like, it's not a normal emotion, but it enables us. So when you're afraid of something, or you don't really think that you can do something, you limit yourself. You don't step forward. You're like, okay, no, I'm not going to go and invest money in this because it's not really going to work. Or no, I'm not going to go invest money in this because I don't really believe that it's going to do anything. Well, that is your problem. Your fear enables you. You have to know who you are, where you're going, what you're going to do in this industry, what you have to offer, and then move forward fearlessly, okay? I went ahead and got on every form of social media that you guys can think of, and I made it so that there's no way that anybody can go online without seeing my name. Just like right now, like, I'm not being boastful or bragging or anything like that. But I have put my time into learning YouTube, learning the analytics of YouTube, learning the different tricks and the different tools and the different ways that I can use the different tricks that I learned on thinkmedia.com, or as the Sunny Show. She's absolutely amazing. All of my professors, that's what I call you guys, my professors, learning from all of them, it has given me the tools to implement. And once I implemented the tools, you can see here on your screen right now, if you type in silk press, like, all you really see is my videos, you guys. My videos just keep popping up, you guys, because I am making sure that I put myself on the front line. How do you put yourself on the front line? How do you make yourself discoverable? You take the time and you learn it, because at the bottom line of everything is, everybody that you're comparing yourself to, most likely they deserve it because they spend day and night studying their craft. If you guys do not study your craft, you cannot elevate, okay? Pretty much, you know, the basis of the beginning phases of how you get started. You need to study, become a student of your craft. In the link, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below for you guys to go ahead and download my free checklist on how to get started. Stage 1, step 1 of the hair industry, and how to get started. Because a lot of things, especially I tell you guys about my paid class all the time. As of today, there are 3,000 of you guys entered in it, and it makes me feel so freaking good, you guys. But just know that at first, I had a couple of students that used to email me and say, like, oh my God, Sin, like, I just want to get to the money part. But what you guys don't understand, you see these people, the people that you see on a platform, like if you take Kevin Hart, for example. Kevin Hart was doing this for 20 years before he got his first break. Tiffany Haddish is freaking amazing, but Tiffany Haddish grew up in foster care, was never adopted. Her mother treated her like absolute shit. She used to live in her car. If you guys do your research for Tiffany Haddish, whenever, you know, everybody that was in the Kings of Comedy, all of them, Tiffany Haddish was on Def Comedy Jam right along with all of them. Even if you take the guy from Power, look at this picture right here, you guys. Like, here this is, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's an extra in the background. He didn't even have any lines. He didn't have any words. He didn't have anything to say. All he got to do was sit there and look like this. And now he is a bigger star than the person that he's standing behind. Come on, you guys. So this is years and years and years on top of work. There's no cheat card. There's no get out of jail free card. All of these hairstylists that you guys see, that you may see them on Instagram and social media, most people aren't sharing their struggles with you guys. Just like you guys didn't know about anything that I had went through until I shared it with you guys. just know, like I keep saying, there is no get out of jail free card. You have to do the work. You have to take the beginning steps. And I'm going to tell you, at the beginning of my career, it was really hard for me, because what I'm telling y'all not to do, I'm only telling you something that I had to tell myself first, because everything that I'm telling you not to do, I used to do. I used to get online and I used to compare myself to these people, like, oh my God, I work so hard, or God, I'm just being honest, like, I'm better than her. Like, my work looks better than hers. Why is she on a level higher than me? That mentality right there is why you cannot move forward. And let me tell you something. You have to be so careful of what you ask for, because you don't know what that person had to go through to get the manifestation of the things that they have in front of you that you're jealous of. Ask yourself, do you want to go through what she went through to get what she has? Or do you want God to go ahead and let it go slowly at an even key like it's going? Because the thing is, and we're going to end with this, the key to all of this is manifestation. What do I mean by that? Manifestation, there is seed time and there is harvest time. Most of us live in seed time, and we don't really believe that harvest time exists. And we believe that we are victims of our environment, and that is not true. We are not victims of our environment. We live in, like, when we pray, we think that we're praying correctly, but we're praying so wrong, because we're praying like this: God, please get me out of debt. God, please give me a new car, because Jesus, I'm tired of driving this old beat up car. Lord, please grow my clientele, Lord. Lord, please book me up. What you guys don't realize, even though it sounds like you're doing the right thing, because that's what they teach you to do. They teach you to pray, you go to church, you pay your tithes and offering, you go up to the altar, and you leave everything on the altar. You say, God, my clients are booked, my clients, all of that stuff. You do all of that stuff, right? But what you don't realize is you're acknowledging the fact that you don't have something. Okay, go back to creation. God took the dirt and put his spirit, his self, he put the essence of God in your body, and we named the animals. We have control over naming the animals. The Bible says that if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can say move to a mountain and it will move. And we don't really believe that. We don't really believe that at all. But just imagine if you believe that. Change the way that you pray. Take your prayer from, God, please give me this. Like, take your mind completely out of the aspect of I'm lacking, I don't have a clientele, people aren't booking me, to God, thank you so much. Like, start your day off with gratitude. Change your prayer from begging to gratitude for something that God has already given you. Because think about this, and we're done. One of my things is, right now, I'm like, okay, God, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I changed it from I want to be at 100,000 subscribers, because before I was at like 1,500 subscribers for like 3-4 years, right? I changed my prayer and I changed my meditation, so it went from, God, please give me 100,000 subscribers, acknowledging the fact that I only have 1,000. That's what my heart feels. I'm saying with my mouth I want 100,000 subscribers, but my heart and my mind is looking at the number like, damn, I only got 115. Or damn, I only got 1,500. You know what I mean? Like, so it changed from like, Lord, give me this, to God, thank you for that 100K. Oh, I'm feeling real salty. Have the type of confidence that some people will mistake for arrogance, and create your own reality. Because the longer you dwell in, I don't have a clientele, people aren't booking me, people are standing me up, that's what you're beginning to create, because that's the energy that you are attracting. This is just part 1, you guys. I'm linking the second video to this one, and I just want you guys to stay encouraged. All I want for this channel is to create a community of women who share the things that they know and share their knowledge together, so we can get to newer levels. Because I look at it like this: look, whoever make it first, be like, hey girl, don't forget about me, hi. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I really want from you guys. So I love you guys so much. Make sure you leave your comments below. I want to know what you guys need to know. What are you struggling with the most as it pertains to growing your business, growing your clientele? Even if you don't do hair and you're just an entrepreneur in general, what are the main problems that you guys are having? Because like I said, I can put my money where my mouth is. I made $100,000 the first time, and I'm teaching you guys how to do that. However, it increases and doubles, even triples every year. So I'm giving you guys the tools that I have used to get me from the place that I am now, from the place that I was to the place that I am now. And the thing is, like, sometimes at first people are like, oh my gosh, she ain't really made that much, because I'm not flashy at all. Like, I actually live my life, you know, pretty, you know, normal. If you was just look at me, you wouldn't think I was broke, but you wouldn't be able to guess the amount of zeros that I have in my bank account, you guys. So I just want to share that wealth with you guys. I feel like I said, it's seed time and you have harvest time, and I want most of my life to be seed time so I can reap as much of a harvest as I possibly can. So if I can help multiple people, hundreds of people, even if it's just one of you that listen to what I have to say and download my free ebook or take my paid class for $30, then I feel like I've done my job. I love you guys so much, and until my next video, bagger.